How's everything going? How's the body?
Really bad actually. Well, not really bad. I'm not injured or anything, but this is probably the sorest I've been after a tournament as long as I can remember. I don't know why. Like I feel like I have such bad DOMs. I'm not like injured or anything, but my body hurts so much, and the my central nervous system is just completely out of whack. Still, I can't train properly. I can't like make decisions. I'm training, but I can't. I can feel like my nervous system is just completely shot. Still, I can't. I'm like reacting so slow. I just can't move. Nothing. It's really weird.
That is weird. I wonder if did you catch like the evil pub illness that took out Szynski and Pavel?
No, no, I didn't. I was okay. I didn't have what they had.
What actually happened with that? Because I was talking to Lucas about it this morning, and they were saying like they like went to a pub that you guys didn't to, and they both got sick.
Yeah, so we went to the pub, had some food, and Mateus got salmon. Pavel got chicken. But Pavel threw up his meal, he said. So he threw up, but then he felt better after he threw up. Whereas Mateus was throwing up and not stopping, and he was just sick all the next day. Couldn't get out of bed, or unless he was like vomiting. It was just vomiting really bad. So he was like proper sick, you know?
Fuck, dude. I feel like when Szynski got taken out, the other team probably took a sigh of relief.
Yeah, we're all thinking, oh, I wonder how that's going to affect it because he was on paper our best guy, but man, we smashed him anyway. So
Dude,
it
it
was all
was
right.
such a good performance. I feel like you are the goat of like team performances because you constantly doing Polaris, and then you obviously had the CJI. Like, how do you find like team events versus individual events?
Yeah, I've been doing them since the first ever Polaris squads was the first one I did. Um, so yeah, I really enjoy them. I think they're fun. I think they're fun. I feel like with CGI, it probably would have been even better if it was like Polaris in the fact where there was a winner each round. I think that would have made it way
Yeah,
better because then you know that like you're just wrecked after that. Like even if you do a 5 minute, you're fucked. So when you're gonna come out with someone
yeah,
fresh, you know you're about to get tapped basically. So I think if the second CGI, if it had the same thing where there was a winner each round, I think the whole event would have been like better for the public, for the fans, you know.
yeah.
But I
I
like
agree.
team events.
I feel like the no winner kind of made it so people just didn't want to get tapped, kind of thing. They
Yeah,
didn't
of
almost
course.
go out
Yeah,
to try and win. They went out to not try and lose.
yeah, yeah, for sure. And you would have
Yeah,
seen different teams winning, maybe. You know, it would have been really interesting.
yeah, 100%. How you've done ADCC, you've done CGI. How do they compare? Is it just like night and day kind of thing?
To what?
To ADCC versus CJI.
Oh, would it? So CJI, well, I feel like the ADCC I did, it was really, really cool, but it was when the CJI one was happening, so a lot of the fans obviously went to that instead, so it wasn't the same as it probably would have been. It would have been epic if it was in the T-Mobile and it was that packed out. Yeah, it would have been even better. But I don't know, CGI was super cool. It was really cool. It was like they really looked after the athletes. They're both quite similar in the fact that they're just super professional. It's like they both tried to look after the athletes from my experience. And it's on like the biggest stage, you know. So I guess with the CGI, it was a team event, so it's a bit less pressure, I'd say.
Yeah, for sure. Did you find like you had a one thing I noticed as well is when someone's dangerous, people are very tentative in approaching you. And you kind
Yeah,
of
of
saw that
course,
in
yeah.
your match with Elder Cruz at ADCC, and you definitely saw a lot of that at Polaris, where people were terrified of touching you and going forward. Like, how do you get around the stalling problem?
This is like obviously been a massive problem in my career because I've always had a similar style where I'm just attacking constantly, and then people a lot of the time just run away. You know, some people don't obviously, but a majority of the
Yeah,
people I go against will try and run away. Like even in my match with Eli Braz, as soon as he tried to do anything, as soon as because he kept getting like stalling calls, and the referee told him again, you have to engage, and he tried like a shitty knee cut, and I tapped him like 10 seconds after that. Do you know what I mean? Or 5 seconds after. It was like as soon as he tried something, I tapped him. So I feel like a lot of these people are worried to move forward, but the way around it is to play seated, I guess, and threaten wrestle ups or wrestle.
Yeah,
This is like the
I agree.
thing, yeah.
I feel like the style where you like sort of wait for him to come to you is a little tricky.
Yeah, it seems to be a little dated now. Like people are just not wanting to do anything. And then if there's a heavy um like penalty for stalling, like the Polaris, I was saying to the guys, you need to, if they have enough stalling calls, you need to give a point to the other team. It has to be something that big to stop it. Because otherwise they're just getting told you have to engage, and they're like, why would I do that? Do you know what I mean? There's no
Right,
repercussions if
like
I
what's the
don't.
actual
I
incentive?
think,
Yeah.
yeah. I think Eli Braz had maybe like over 10 stalling calls against me, probably. That's what it felt like. And the referee called us both in. She was
Yeah.
like, you've got to engage, you've got to engage. I said, I am trying. I am literally following him around the mat. And people online will be like, oh my God, you butt scooting pussy. Stand up with him. Dude's juiced out of his mind, 100 plus kilos. He's literally going to break my neck. What am I going to do? Do you know what I mean? Whereas if I play guard, I can tap
Yeah.
him. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
this is crazy. It's
I
out the
know.
question. So.
It's like the people who got into jiu-jitsu maybe from MMA, they're the ones who don't really like the guard position. Oh man. Or you post anything
Yeah,
guard
man,
related
guards so
online, they're
hated
like,
on.
"Why don't you wrestle, you fag?"
I know, literally. I literally seen the last few years, everyone just shits on guard players now. But before, it never used to be like that. Like Gordon, Gary, Eddie Cummings, all the top no-gi boys, all playing just guard. And then now they've switched and played on top.
Yeah.
It's just now everyone's just like, yeah, you're a fucking bitch. If you sit to your ass, like, fuck you, man. Fucking pussy. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
Bro, trust me,
my
you don't want to
logic,
watch me
the way my
wrestle.
logic works is yeah. Yeah, so you don't want to watch guard pullers wrestle, bro. That shit is not it.
Nah,
The
shit.
my logic is always like, you want me to wrestle so you can take me down and pass my guard. It's like, well, I've just skipped that bit, dude. You could just pass my guard.
It's because they can't.
They can't.
It's because they're
Yeah,
shit at
it's
everything
like
else except the wrestle. They just can't do anything else.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like it's cope.
Very much so. But yeah, I need to just learn how to wrestle. Like, if you look at Flano now, like, he's so good at wrestling, so he can just fucking take people down,
Yeah.
or he can pull, he can do both. You know, I am working on my wrestling, I am doing it, but you got to remember, I have been working on it for a while, but I went from like zero. Do you know what I mean? I never ever stood up ever through my whole career. I never worked it ever. So now getting into that is it's obviously tough, you know?
Yeah, I feel wrestling like, because I'm the same. Like, my wrestling is not at all like great. Like, it's fine. Like, I can take blue belts down maybe, but it's almost as if when you go from learning jiu-jitsu back to wrestling versus wrestling to jiu-jitsu, it's almost like we struggle picking up the wrestling versus the other way. It's kind of tricky.
Yeah, it's very, very tough. But I'm working on it. It's getting better for sure. But it's just, yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough to do it in tournament. I do it in the gym all the time, but in the tournament, it's tough to do. You know, when all the pressure's on, I'm like, I kind of fall back to what I'm good at. You know, so
Yeah. Yeah, how do you get around that fact where it's like you're working on something in a competition that's not exactly your A game, where something matters? It's really really tricky to get around that.
yeah, it is. I think it's just you got to do tournaments you know you won't lose. I guess.
Right. Like, you jumped in that local tournament, right?
Yeah, honestly, my plan was to jump in and like just do some wrestling and that, because it was like, it was basically where I live, and all my students would go in, the kids would compete in. It was free entry for black belts, and I saw a few black belts signed up, and I was like, oh fuck yeah, I'll just jump in. It's free, you know, I'll be there anyway. And I was like, I'm gonna work on
Yeah.
some wrestling. But then I'm like, when I'm there, I was like, all my students are here. Imagine this dude just takes me down and I can't score on him or something afterwards, and I lose at
Yeah.
the smallest tournament ever. And I was like, obviously, in hindsight, after I did the match, I tapped everyone in pretty much like under a minute easily as well. Like, it wasn't even like any move I tried instantly worked. I was expecting like a bit of resistance. Not one move I tried didn't work. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, oh no, I was like, fuck, I should have just wrestled. There's no way I would have lost, but I was like worried. I was like, fuck, imagine if I did. Wouldn't be good.
Dude, I think about that too. Like, do you find that there is added pressure to make sure you perform for your students? Like, it almost feels like it invalidates you if you if you lose a match or you get points scored on you.
Yeah, no, I guess not that much. Like, it was more me in particular because like I've gone from doing ADCC CJI. Imagine I lose this tournament, it'd be like horrific. To me, it would feel like career
Yeah,
ending, you know. And obviously, I wouldn't lose,
BJJ EU,
but it
run
was
a
like
story on it.
I would have to just I don't know. I'd have to be complete. I know anyone can lose, but for me to lose that kind of tournament, I'll probably just have to slip on a banana on the way to the mat or something and break my leg or something, you know.
Yeah, yeah. It is kind of funny, right? I don't know if you feel the same way. Like the time between competitions, do you ever kind of question yourself? You're like, oh shit, am I actually any good? Like, do I suck at this?
Nah, no, I know I'm at least all right. I know I'm all right.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, like myself included. If I haven't competed for a while, I'm like, oh gosh, am I washed? I always run sort of that through my head a little bit, and I often wonder if other
Yeah.
people at a high level feel the same.
Well, I guess I get to train with other high level people all the time, so I can see where I'm at, I guess. You know, like, and I'm always traveling to do other training things, and so I'm always getting looks with other really good people. And so that I always know where I'm at. Even if I haven't been active in competition, I still know if I'm sharp or not, or if I'm falling behind in
For
a certain
sure.
area or something, you know?
Yeah, the London grappling scene is quite interesting to me in that most of the major guys kind of all train with each other. Like it's almost unlike any other major competitive region anywhere else. Like, do you think that has contributed to why a lot of European guys have a similar game?
I don't know because yeah, probably. I guess like the two best countries, or like yeah, in Europe for like jiu-jitsu in general, Poland and the UK, like by far, they seem to be the best two, with like the most concentrated amount of talent, I would say. Obviously, you have other countries with really good people also. It seems to be like all the top people right now are from either Poland or the UK. So, and I think Poland, they kind of started with this the leg lock stuff, I guess. You got Mateus and stuff like that. I know when I started training with him years ago, that I was like, right, I need to copy what he's doing. You know, I think it just worked for a few of them. And then even like Owen O'Flanagan, he was doing nogi back in the day when I was doing gi. He had already switched to nogi fully before it was like cool to do, you know. And he was working on leg locks then too. Seems to be
Yeah,
that's like the European style is just yeah spamming the legs. So I
yeah,
think you had these two
yeah. You
people.
know,
You
if
had
you
like
got a European
Mateus, you
guy,
had Owen. Yeah, you had Owen, Mateus, and you had all these people coming up who were just winning everything with leg locks. So then everyone's like, right, we got to copy that. That's the right thing. And then if you've got access to them, you can get that information right there. So it seems to be the way.
yeah, that makes sense. Do you think, because your first trials run was mainly you passing people, and then it was the
Mhm.
next trials you lost in. I think you lost in like the quarterfinals, and then the next trials you won completely by leg locks. What made you just switch
Yeah.
strategies and rather than going from like a guard player, oh sorry, a top player to a guard player?
Well, I've always been a guard player, but I do like passing as well. And then I don't know, I was just like, I did that first trials, and I did quite well actually, because that was my first ADCC tournament I've ever done. I've never competed ADCC rules. I've never tried competing ADCC event, anything. So I think I did quite well, like adjusting to everything. Um, then yeah, just the next camp, I was doing a lot of training, and then my guard was always tricky to pass in nogi. So I felt like leg locks just kind of gelled with that, you know. So I just was like, right, I'm going to play guard, and if no one can pass me, it's going to be hard for them to beat me. It's going to be hard for them to score, sort of thing. And then Owen Jones was showing me some leg locks, and I was learning some leg locks from people. And then I just got like one or two that I got quite good at, and I thought that's yeah, pretty good strategy. Like if you wrestle and play on top, it's so hard. Like me and Faris were talking about it not so long ago. Like Faris makes it the hardest way possible. You know, he's going to wrestle every single match. he's gonna have a war every not a war every match, but he's going the distance a lot of the time. He's not submitting all the time because he's just like dogging them
Yeah.
out. Do you know what I mean? He can be like he's a
Yeah.
bigger dog than them, and just like they can't cope with the pace, and then he just like wears them down. Like Santeri's the same. They win like the toughest way
Hmm.
possible, whereas I think it's so much more efficient to just sit and just tap them. It's like so much better.
I agree. Yeah. I agree. Wrestling is high cortisol. Low cortisol guys, they sit straight to their butt.
Yeah, for sure. I guess if you're really
Yeah.
good at wrestling, you're not going to get as fatigued. But I mean, I don't know, man. Like at the end of when we both got to the final of trials, Faris had like loads of time on the mat, and I had like 5 minutes, 6 minutes. By the time I got to the final, so I had like 6 matches, but it was on the mat like only a few minutes. You know what I mean? It wasn't. I was fine. Like I was quite tired from the whole day, obviously, but I wasn't like my
Yeah.
body weren't beaten up or anything.
Yeah. I was watching your finals run earlier today. The finals match earlier today. And I hadn't
Yeah,
actually watched it because it made me sad that you didn't win. And so I forced myself to watch it. And it was actually it was actually a really good match. It just took that negative right at the start. How would you have approached that match
yeah.
differently, knowing that they were going to be very harsh with the penalties?
I just would have actually let him take me down. Yeah, that was my
Yeah.
mistake. It was just silly mistake, do you know what I mean? But sometimes the
Yeah.
referees score that, sometimes they don't. I'm pretty sure Gordon's done exactly the same thing as me before in a match in ADCC, and
Yeah.
nothing happened. That he didn't get negative for it. You know,
Hmm.
just the rules are so complex. It's under interpretation. I guess that all the referees were there though for the finals. So when I watch it back, they definitely made the right call. But I mean, sometimes they'll make that call, sometimes they don't. It's just a bit weird. I think it's a silly
Yeah.
rule, personally. Like, why are you trying to force the wrestle to happen? There's no points anyway. Like, what's the point? I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't get it personally.
Yeah. That's a good point.
It's
Making
like
people
if you
wrestle
get
when it
taken down, there's no
doesn't
points
technically
anyway.
matter.
So, yeah.
Yeah. No, that bummed me out for sure. Is there any chance of you getting the invite?
Well, all the spots have been filled currently, so it really depends.
Okay.
If someone pulls out, then I assume I would be next in line. Yeah. If there's for whatever reason
Yeah, that'd be great.
someone can't make it, then I'm gonna get the opportunity, I think.
Yeah. Oh, we'll probably see you in
So
Poland then, because I
I'm
bought my
praying on
tickets
someone's
today.
downfall.
Yeah, dude, I'm praying on downfalls too. Let's go. So, what was the decision to go from heavier weight classes down to 77 where you are now?
So at ADCC, I fought Elder Cruz again. Just kind of backed away from me. Didn't really engage. Didn't want to do anything. He was way too big, too powerful for me to even get anything going. So I was like, okay, that was a bit of a shock. Where I was like, fuck, these guys are giant. They're cutting from 99 to 88, and I'm like 86, 87, just competing. You know. So and then I fought Paul Adila in the CJI trials. Similar thing. Nothing was really happening. He was just way too big and powerful for me to do anything. Couldn't get anything going. I was like, man, fuck this. I'm just going to move to 77 where they're actually my size, you know, make the effort, cut down. And it's much better for
Yeah.
me. I'm quite big for 77, I think. So,
Yeah, those are some big fellas up at 88 for sure. I'm trying to make the grind to 88 for the next trials run, so I'm probably gonna get physically mauled, but we'll try not to.
why are you doing that? Lucas is in the division.
Well, I'm hoping he like wins and doesn't have to get invited anymore. Sorry, gets invited so he doesn't have to do trials, and then I can have a shot.
No, no, he's definitely going to have to do trials.
First round exit.
Yeah, fuck, man. You should do 77.
So that was what I have done,
Easier
but
division, right?
for the team that I'm with is most of our team is 77, so there's just a massive log jam at 77. So I was
Yeah.
like, I'm the biggest guy at 77, so I figured I have the frame and I could probably bulk up to 88, and at least we have an 88
Mhm.
kilo guy now.
Yeah, man. Fuck. Yeah, I was gonna say because Isaac's not there, obviously now, and Kenta, I don't think is signed up, has he? In 77.
No, Kenta did not sign up.
Yeah,
There's
so
actually some unknown
probably looks like
killers in the Australian trials division.
oh really?
Yeah, it's actually a super stacked, super stacked. Like it's really cool. It's going to be really good to watch.
Who's in there? Who's good?
Josh Alsop, he's really sick. He was my first coach. He's like he's
I
a
know
Mendez Bros
he's a big
black belt.
dude, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
big
seen
guy,
him, the big
big
guy.
guy. There is my teammate Axel Howie, young kid. He's really strong. He got fourth at the Asia Trials. He lost to Kenta, and then he lost to Juju in the bronze match. But he's really good. Yeah, tons of really good guys.
It'll be interesting. I think Lucas will
It will
win.
be interesting.
But yeah, if Kent
Yes.
if Kenta's not signed up, he's probably going to get Isaac's invite. I assume Isaac's spot.
Yeah, surely.
I was hoping to get Isaac's spot, but I
Um,
think they'll probably give it to Kenta. That's probably why Kenta's not signed up to trials. Is what I assume.
yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. One thing I want to talk about, I have to preface this. Giancarlo Bodoni is my favorite grappler. So it broke my heart a little bit when that whole CJI thing happened, where it was like, was it a tap? Wasn't a tap? What was that from your perspective? Like, could you explain your side of the coin of the Giancarlo thing?
Well, I just had him in a submission, and I felt him slap my leg, and then I guess instantly I thought he tapped, and then obviously apparently he didn't, and then it just all kicked off. Like looking back on it now, probably he didn't. It probably wasn't intentional because it wasn't like the perfect finishing position. But at the time, I genuinely felt like he did. Otherwise, I wouldn't have let go. Do you know what I mean? Like
For
there was
sure.
literally 2 minutes to go. Even if he got out, I was the one attacking the whole time. I think it was a really good match. To be honest, I feel like if it just went the distance anyway and we had a draw, that would have been better for my career than what actually happened. Because anything that did happen, people would just remember, was it a fake tap? Was it this? I lied, he lied, blah, 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 blah. It's just kind of all got clouded when the fact is I had a really good match with the best in the world, which I was just attacking the
100%.
entire time. Do you know what I mean? I was outsized by
Yeah,
him
no,
by
that
like
match was
30
great for you.
pounds at least. Do you know what I mean? He was 30 pounds heavier than me, best in the world,
Yeah,
two-time ADCC champion. It all kind of got just like people forget then I actually did really well in the match, and it's just all this bullshit at the end. I'd rather that never happened. I genuinely believed he tapped at the time. Otherwise, I would not have let go. But yeah, looking back on it, I
yeah,
was like, oh, I
100%.
probably didn't shit. But I really did. I did think he did, and it wasn't like I was the only one saying it. Like on the commentary booth, all the commentators went, "Whoa, I thought he tapped." Brandon McCaffrey's saying that. I
Yeah,
thought he tapped. Every single person in the room was like, "Oh yeah, he tapped." Then John McCarthy's like, I saw him tap." So it was like, it was obviously enough for everyone to get it wrong or get confused. You know what I mean, it was that believable. It wasn't just me saying it because they watched the replay back and went, "Look, you can
of
see it."
course.
So it was kind of annoying afterwards when everyone
Yeah.
said I convinced the ref, but it's like they literally had all fucking screens there. And then when you watch the commentary back, yeah, they're all saying the same thing, So they obviously all thought it as well. So I was obviously within my right to think that he tapped. But now I just never let go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make them fucking physically separate your hands.
Yeah, I'm on it now, mate. I'm like even at trials, I had someone in an armbar and he tapped, and I went, "Are you tapping? Are you tapping?" And kept it on. He was like, "Yeah, tap, 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 tap." Because I was like, "I'm not," because he did like a little baby tap like this on my back, and I was like, "I'm not doing this
Yeah.
again." Do you know what I mean?
Not today. No, that is definitely
Nah, and
unfortunate
even at
because I didn't think you were in any malicious way trying to like steal the victory because you're the way that you play jiu-jitsu, the way you do things, you're not the kind of guy to like cut corners. So like from your perspective, you believe that he tapped, and like whether he did or whether he didn't, we'll never know. But yeah, it is definitely unfortunate that that's the way the match remembered because you did have a fantastic performance. It was a really, really good match for you. And so, yeah,
and
it's a bummer, dude.
if
I'm
you look
glad
at
that I'm sorry I asked you.
Oh no, that's okay. If you look at anything online, I never ever ever say I fully won the match or anything. People mention it to me all the time. I go, I don't even consider that a win. It's not a real win. I would rather they take it off my record. To me, it doesn't mean anything because if I didn't beat him 100% legitimately, it does not count in my eyes. So yeah, it's really unfortunate, but I would rather they take it off both of our records. I I wouldn't mind doing a rematch. I was saying I would do it any time, but obviously it's a lose-lose for him. Why would he do it? Do you know what I mean? I understand why he wouldn't.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I never ever claim to have won that match ever. You'll never see me saying I do. Because it wasn't 100% legit, which is, yeah, it's just real shame. It makes me quite upset about the whole thing, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. No, I definitely agree with that. That's unfortunate for sure. When when
Mm.
you were learning leg locks, I- I'll frame it differently. When I try to teach people leg locks, they can sometimes get a little bit like lost in the weeds kind of things because there's a lot. There's it's
Yeah.
seemingly like there's a lot of things going on. How do you like to simplify leg locks for people who are just starting out?
So I guess you just got to work on, I guess, like one of the positions. I know there's a load of leg locking positions. I guess you got to find one that you like. So, like, I could be outside Ashi, 50-50, saddle, like them three, very easy to go off right there. Pick one and then try to just work on like one leg lock from one of these positions and really try and just, I approach everything basically like this. I go for like just one thing and I build off that skill tree essentially. So like for me, when I was at
Yeah,
trials, the one I won, I just got good at false sweep and saddle, pass it across, outside heel hook. That's basically all I was doing. So I just got good at that one move. That's why you're seeing the same move every constantly. But then I had to obviously improve that. And now I have like a much better leg locking repertoire. But that's when I was kind of first getting into them. So I only had just one move that I was practicing all the time, which was to get to the saddle in any way I could, which I favored the false sweep at the time. And then I just went from there and just practiced one finish over and over and over. I kept just hitting that in the gym, and then over time, I added on to that. But that's what I would do.
yeah, it's a good way of looking at it. You just don't look at it like you kind of lose the forest for the trees type thing, where you just want to focus on one part of it and build from there. That's a good way of looking at it.
Just one, yeah, yeah.
When you something as well, how do you develop the ability to understand jujitsu? Because I find that a lot of the times people will know moves, but like they don't necessarily know context, or like they can't apply a concept broadly versus in the only the situation that they learnt it in. So how do you encourage people to actually understand jiu-jitsu?
Don't know. It's a hard question. It's a good question. I'm not sure. How do I help people understand? I guess like I try to just simplify, make it as much of a game as possible. Like I guess like try and break down each position into like a game essentially. Like if you're on top, your whole aim is to deny your partner grips and try and get around the legs. I try and just simplify it as much as I can and not like and then just look for like especially for beginners, I'm saying like we're always trying to get to key positions. I'll just give them positions like mount or the back or something. I try and just like that's the position you're aiming to get. Like either one of these two things, you're winning. You're in the driver's seat, you're completely dominating. That's like what you want to aim for. But yeah, I try to just simplify it, I guess, as much as possible and just give like simple games for each position. Yeah, so when we're on top, just deny connection from the bottom player and then try and get around the legs. That's your sole aim. That's it. And then yeah, when you talk about it like that, if you talk about like different like knee slices and all these different passes and stuff, they're just like fucking minds just blown. Do you know what I mean? They can't fathom like what to do. But yeah, if you just give them something simple like that,
Yeah.
and they're all of a sudden just like blocking all the feet coming in, getting rid of hooks, and then they're already moving around the legs, stuff like this. I've trained for so long now, though. I've trained
Yeah.
since I was a kid, so for me, it's like so. just natural. It's hard for me to understand sometimes how people can't understand it, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, it does make sense. You're like, why can't you invert, bro? Just do it.
Yeah.
How old were you actually when you started? Because I didn't know you started when you were a kid.
No, 14, 15.
Oh, that's great. Did you think 14-year-old Taylor Pearman would be like one of the best grapplers in the world?
Um, Probably, yeah. Probably felt that way, yeah. When I was younger, I think I remember saying it. I was gonna be really good and stuff. I remember I did yeah, did an interview in the Jiu-Jitsu magazine years ago. It's called Jiu-Jitsu Style Magazine. I was saying I'm gonna become world champion, all that shit. I mean, not world champion yet, but I definitely had like a lot of confidence, I think, from a young age.
Where do you think that came from? Where did you get your confidence from?
I don't know, because I'm not good at anything else, so I'm not sure.
Yeah.
It's not like I have a history of being good at shit, do I? I'm not. It's like, but maybe because I'm just so passionate about it, man. I'm always willing to do anything possible to achieve my goal, and I've always been that way since a kid. I'm not very talented, but I'm a very hard worker and I'm very, very disciplined, and I've been that way always. So I'm just like, if I'm in something, I'm in it 100%, and I just obsess over it and I won't stop. And it's been the same way for 15 years. I never took my foot off the gas pedal once. So I just knew I had the drive, I think, to get somewhere.
Was there like an early marker of success for you when you were a young kid that you were like, all right, this is my shit. This is what I'm doing?
Mm, well, yeah, I won like Europeans at like the lower belts and stuff as a juvenile. I won Nogi Worlds at adult purple belt, um, IBJJF Worlds and stuff. That was after like 5 or 6 years of training. I won that at purple belt. So I was like, it's a long time ago now. It's nearly 10 years ago now. But I guess I knew after that, I was like, right, I'm on the right track. I'm doing the right things. Just need to keep working. But the level difference between there and now is obviously crazy. But back then, it meant everything to me. Purple belt worlds. Now I don't. You would never hear me mention it.
Hey, dude, no one can take that away from you.
Yeah, man. I fought in the final. I fought Cody Steele.
No shit. Did you really?
Yeah,
Wow. I had no idea any
yeah.
of this
There was.
happened. That's crazy.
Yeah. I fought Cody Steele in the final, and I fought in the quarterfinals. I don't know if you know him, a kid from Unity. He's black belt world champion now, Sebastian Rodriguez. I fought him in the quarters as
Oh
well.
yeah, he's actually sick.
Yeah, he's very good. Yeah.
Yeah, he's really good. I remember he had that like crazy match with Taza.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, very good. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, I
very
fought.
good.
Yeah,
The
those are the only two
sorry.
tough fights I had that day. Everyone else was easy pickings, basically.
Yeah. What was your game like back at Purple Belt? What was your thing?
So I just played guard and did ankle locks, basically. I guess, straight foot locks, or just like one on an advantage, or like because it was tough to pass me, so I'd just sweep or like attack from the bottom, similar to my game now, but I'm way better now, obviously. But like I would just kind of play from the bottom, play
Yeah,
guard, play kind of supine, attack submissions, and just rather win on points or some. I'd rather win on like probably advantages or submission. Like if you look at all my matches, most of the time I win via sub. Very rare you'd see me win on
for
points.
sure.
Very rare, and
Yeah.
it's always been the same.
Okay, so I was thinking you kind of like picked up leg locks at an older age, but you've always been hurting people.
Well, yeah, I used to have a good ankle lock at blue bar. That was my only move I would hit, just straight ankle lock. There's a
Yeah.
highlight of me on YouTube, just like blue, but it's like foot lock highlight as when I'm a blue belt and I'm just destroying everyone's feet with ankle locks. So funny. I
Fuck
got
yeah,
Cody
dude.
Steele
Those
with an
old
ankle
blue
lock
belt
actually
highlights are
in the
great.
final.
Oh, you did? Sick.
Yeah.
Dude, UFC, give him a call.
I know,
Would you
yeah,
ever do
literally. He's a pal of mine.
the UFC
He's a good
BJJ?
mate of mine now, to be fair. Oh,
Oh
what'd you
yeah.
say?
I said, would you do the UFC BJJ?
Yeah, of course. Of course I would. It seems they don't want anyone on there if you're not Brazilian or in America already or an IBJJF world champion. They don't really care about anything else. I think they don't value ADCC at all from what I've heard. So, which is weird because it's
Mm.
obviously the highest level event. So,
Yeah, that is odd. I mean, I guess maybe
yeah.
some Brazilian favoritism.
Yeah, for sure. It's like the IBJJF Nogi World. It's like who really cares? Obviously, it's a good title to have, but I don't think it's anywhere near as tough as like the ADCC. Obviously, it's nowhere close to as tough as the ADCC, and it's like people you'd get more out of it by being ADCC Trials champion. You'd get more out of your career than if you won IBJJF Nogi Worlds, in my opinion.
That's interesting. Yeah, trials are freaking tough, man.
If you win trials, everyone's going on about you. You got loads of opportunities. You're going to go to ADCC now, stuff like this. And then if you win IBJJF
Yeah,
Nogi Worlds, it's like, okay, well, it's a good title.
it's a
You
good
know,
point.
maybe
Nothing
if I'm talking shit about it, I
really
should just go and
changes.
win it. But
Yeah, go and win one just out of spite.
yeah, I might do. I just hate to pay all that money to go compete, but I should do. To be fair, I think it would be nice. It's a good route to get onto the UFC.
True, it's a good point. That's your path. Win some IBJJFs.
Apparently, that's what she loves, Claudia Guerrero. Apparently, she loves if you've won the IBJJF Worlds. Loves it.
Yeah, fair play. Tell me a bit about like
Yeah.
Los Banditos, because Los Banditos kind of came out of nowhere. Like it was, I know Owen had his thing. Um, he was running like his own school for a bit, and then Los Banditos kind of spawned in, and then everyone just sort of like congregated there. So like, tell me a bit about Los Banditos and the crew that you have there.
Yeah, so basically, I was training a lot of London grapple at that time. Because I don't live in London, obviously. I live in Colchester, a few hours away. So, but I would travel to London grapple
Oh, okay.
and to do some nogi training to get better like high level training, and then uh my strength and conditioning coach Charles, obviously you know him, Australia's
Yep.
best strength and conditioning coach.
Shout out Charles,
He
dude.
was saying to me like, yeah, he said to me when I was lifting weights with him, he was like, mate, there's a guy from Roger Gracie, Joe, who's he's the Nogi coach and the kids coach. He's opening up a gym and it's going to be in the same building as we're doing the weights now, and it's going to be really good. Like he was telling me it's going to be sick, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, I said that would be easier because I was training in London Grapple in Deptford, traveling across all of London to go and lift weights with Charles, and it was killing me. So Charles was like, "Oh man, the training's gonna be
Yeah.
here in this same building," and I was like, "That makes so much sense because I can just go and train. This will be sick, and then we'll go and do the weights, and then from as soon as it opened, obviously we started doing that, and then yeah, the team just exploded. Basically, everyone started joining, and originally it was just like the Roger Gracie guys, and then Owen was going to train there because Owen was training a lot at Rogers as well. So then Owen was obviously going with Joe, and all the Nogi boys kind of shifted over, like Negromonte, Faris, all etc. Like all of them. So then everyone was just training instead of Rogers were training there. Then I joined, and then just people started joining from other teams, and it's just blown up.
Yeah, it's freaking sick, man. Like I enjoyed like all the YouTube videos. Like it seems like it gives almost like the old B team vibes when they first opened, but it's in the UK. Like it seems like it's a fun room, but you guys kind of scrap.
Yeah, it's great. I love training them, man. It's awesome. Everyone's super good. It's the best room in the country, in terms of level. But everyone's good friends, and everyone has a laugh too. You know, it's good. It's a perfect environment for me. You know, that's what I like.
100%. Do you have much experience training with Roger?
No, I never have. I trained there a few times at the gym with those boys, but before they moved, but never with Roger personally.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, because I'll be in Poland, and there's a big part of me that's tempted to go and visit London and train with you guys, and then go and see Roger.
Yeah, it'd be pretty good, I reckon. It'd be pretty horrific if you sparred him, I think.
Yeah, I think it would be horrible, but like that's kind of the best part.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I could think of better ways to spend my time than getting crushed by him, then. Fuck.
Yeah, fuck. Maybe, dude. The do you want to do some rapid fire questions?
Sure.
Cool. Who's got the best guard you've ever come up against in competition?
In competition, fuck, I don't know. I could say in training, that'd be easier probably.
Sure, say training. Yeah.
I'd, yeah, in competition, I don't know. Probably some really good ones I'm forgetting, but um, in training, Mateusz Szynski or Levi would be the two. Oh, and
Yeah.
Lucas, obviously. Them three.
Yeah. Those are some good guards. Who had the best passing? We'll go
Yeah.
training or competition.
Tynan.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, he
Did you
fucking
train with him
murked me
in the
at
gi
brown
or
belt.
no gi?
No, he competed against him. Killed me.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
I have to go and find that match. That's crazy.
It's not hard to find, man. It's on YouTube. He completely mauls me, and someone in the comments is like, this is what happens when you put a hobbyist brown belt against a world champion brown belt or something. That's how bad it was.
Fuck, dude. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible,
He
dude. How
fucking
dare
killed
they?
me.
That's
Yeah, so
devastating.
good.
You're like, I'm not a fucking hobbyist.
That was so funny, man. I was like, yeah, I might as well be a hobbyist. It's one of the reasons why I quit the gi. Because I was like, I'm just never gonna beat him. It's impossible. So
Yeah, fuck. The gi is so much harder. I think it's so much harder.
now, so much, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's like you're just lying if you say it's not. It's just objectively harder.
Wait, it's harder, man. It's just boring too. I just don't like it, but it's super fucking hard, man. You're never gonna beat those Brazilians, to be fair. It's so hard to beat them.
No, they're yeah, they're so good. Who had the best wrestling you felt?
Um, best wrestling, bro. To be honest, everyone feels like fucking Jordan Burroughs to me, man. I wouldn't know how to gauge it, you know? I just get fucked by everyone.
Yeah, fuck, that's fair, honestly. Now,
Yeah.
an album that you can listen to with zero skips.
Fuck, I don't know. Some Linkin Park album. I don't know. I'm a big fan of Linkin Park. One of the old
Let's
ones.
go, dude. Let's go.
Oh yeah,
The
nice, sick.
vintage Linkin Park shirt
I didn't
on.
even notice. Yeah, nice, nice.
Yeah. If you could have a dream match with a past competitor, who would it be?
Tynan probably, man. I would like a rematch in Nogi. That'd be cool. Or Marcelo
Yeah,
Garcia.
that'd be sick.
Marcelo Garcia would be really cool for like a legend who I like respect so much. You know, it's like a massive like idol for me growing up. I would like to compete against him.
That'd be a good one. You, and pretty much everyone else who have asked that question have all said Marcelo.
Yeah, he's just like even if he just smoked me, man, it would still be cool. You know, this is one of the goats.
Fully agree. I fully agree. Be like, I'm so happy that this happened. All right, Mr. Pearman, thank you so much for coming on. Tell everyone where they can find you and what you've got going on.
Yeah, so they can find me in person at my gym, Enzo in Colchester, or in Los Banditos. I'm there a few times a week, or you can find me online. My Instagram's Taylor Pearman BJJ. I'm actually going to be starting a Patreon. I've actually made the account. Lucas was telling me and Mateus was telling me recently, it's like, you got to get on it. So I'm like, oh, fuck, okay, I've actually got to do this shit. So I've actually made the account. I just haven't uploaded yet, but it's coming. So, and I'll be taking like requests for
Fuck
stuff on
yeah,
there.
dude.
So that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I've got to make the effort because I have a lot of jiu-jitsu to
Sick.
give. I just have been lazy, you know. So, but I'm gonna get on that now.
Yeah.
So,
Perfect. I think it's great. I think it's great that everyone's doing the Patrons these days. It's really good.
for sure. I just need to not be lazy.
Yeah.
I'm just lazy
Well,
with it.
don't be lazy, dude. You gotta lock in. Just pick up a camera, force a blue belt to hold it, and you're good.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. All right, dude. You have a good one.
Cheers, mate. You too. Bye bye.